how's everyone doing? Hope you're doing well. It's Tony back with you once again from Master of the 80s. We are going to have a look at 5 more things from my sci-fi collection. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty now. We're getting down to sort of the final bits that's running through my collection. In this penultimate episode, I will be having a look at 5 pieces that are in my collection that are mainly box sets, complete collections. There's a special edition in there, things like that. And then what I'm going to do to sum all this up, to tie it all up with one episode at the end, I'll do one big overall show of everything I've got left. So that could be all the VHS tapes I've got, all the old DVDs I've got, any books I've got lying around that lend themselves within the sci-fi genre. Again, they're only going to be films, they're only going to be movies. I'm not going to do any TV stuff. That's a whole different ballgame, and I could do a whole load more 10 videos just on sci-fi TV shows alone, which I may do at some point. But for this episode, like I say, I've got five things to have a look at. And the first one that we are going to look at is the 5 film collection. It's Prometheus to Alien Resurrection. There's numerous editions of this out, you know what I mean? I think this may have been the first in the UK, and then they streamlined it down into like a nice digibook or digipack collection. And then, am I right in thinking there's a 4K set of this out now? Maybe, I think. But this one does me fine. I haven't got the new Alien film. Obviously, this isn't on this set. The new Alien film was out before, obviously, this set got released, so this isn't a complete set. But Prometheus, I really enjoyed. We went to cinema and watched it when it came out, and I thought it was good. I enjoyed it for what it was. Alien, I've always loved, and we was lucky enough a couple of weeks back to get to see it at a local cinema for the first time. It's the first time I'd ever seen it on a big screen, and wow, it was amazing. It was really good fun. Aliens is the standout for me, being of that sort of generation of kid that came up with sort of like action, horror, sci-fi kind of stuff. Aliens was another level. I love Aliens. Alien 3's okay. I did enjoy it. It's pretty much a roll call as well as of who's who of British acting. There's a lot of British actors in there, notable British actors. And then when it gets down to Alien Resurrection, yeah, it's all right. You know what I mean? It's enjoyable for what it is. But as a whole, as a franchise, I really enjoy it. You know what I mean? Take those lame AVP films out of it, and as a franchise, it's really, really good. So that's the Aliens collection. Now, in the last episode, we looked at RoboCop from Arrow Video, and this is the RoboCop Trilogy, 3-film set. Again, RoboCop on this doesn't look anywhere near as good as the transfer does on the Arrow release. But it's a nice set to have, and I was always a lover of RoboCop 2. Yeah, it's cheesy, and it's, you know what I mean? It's not the level of what RoboCop 1 was, but I always had real good fun with it. It was one that I always really enjoyed growing up when I was younger, early teens. I used to watch it on repeat. It was a good film. RoboCop 3 is shit, innit? You know what I mean? Everyone knows RoboCop 3 is fucking terrible. So as a trilogy, it's okay, you know what I mean? First film's great, second film's okay, third film's awful. But this is a nice set that came out, you know what I mean? All 3 films in one little edition like that. I would imagine someday we'll grab RoboCop 2 and 3 at some point to do something with them and put out. But yeah, that was a RoboCop trilogy. Next up, another trilogy. Again, it's a bit hit and miss, this one. Men in Black. Again, the first film I loved, always loved. Second film, again, it's okay. Third film was a bit meh. You know what I mean? I suppose it did what it had to do. It's entertaining enough. Is it as good as the first and second film? No. are generally, you know what I mean, 3 films in a franchise better than the other 2? Very rarely. And this is another case of that. Again, I've always enjoyed Men in Black. It's one of those films I can just have on in the background, just as a bit of comfort noise, you know what I mean? I don't have to be watching it, but I can still enjoy it. If it's on TV, I will always put it on, you know what I mean? It's a film that me and my wife will go back to on a regular basis. So yeah, that was the Men in Black trilogy. Next up, another trilogy, probably one of the finest trilogies of all time. And again, this one sets up the 3rd film being nowhere near as good in the trilogy as like all the other stuff does. And it's Back to the Future. I mean, what can you really say about Back to the Future? I should own a better edition than this. I hold my hands up for that. The 4Ks I will have to grab at some point. I do own, if you've seen my VHS line stuff up there, HMV VHS line stuff up there, there is one up there of Back to the Future as well, which is the same disc that's in this, but it's obviously just packaged different. Again, first film, phenomenal. Second film, brilliant, always loved it. Third film is okay. At best, I can watch it and I can enjoy it for what it is, but it's not a patch on the first 2. The first 2 are just benchmark. That, you know what I mean? If you're going to do a film like that, this is the benchmark level to set it at. It is phenomenally good. I know Alan over at Pop's Movie Dungeon, he's a huge fan. I sent him that really nice collector's big sleeve edition not long back. That's a beautiful set as well if you've never seen that one. So yeah, that's Back to the Future. And the last one for this episode, for this penultimate episode, is the 30th anniversary Ultimate Edition of Close Encounters of a Third Kind. Again, I truly love this film. It's fantastic. I can never get bored of it. And this release is really nice. It comes in a digipack with a booklet and a poster and all that good stuff. I'll show you a quick thing of it because it is nice. And most of you will probably know this one or own this one. Yeah, a fond film of mine. It's one of those films that you can go back to on a regular basis and not get bored of it or fed up with it. It is really, really good. And this is a nice little set. I found this a while back, really, really cheap on eBay. And I'm yet to see an edition really that's better than it. Yeah, I think there's a 4K of it out now, and there's probably some other stuff. But for me, it came in this there's the Pops Knock, coming in this hard shell case. Again, the booklet, there's a poster with it as well as. It's a cool, nice little release, and one that I've always liked being in the collection. So that's it for this episode. So the 5 were the 5 film collection of the Aliens films, the RoboCop Trilogy, the Men in Black Trilogy, the Back to the Future Trilogy, and the 30th anniversary edition of Close Encounters of a Third Kind. So again, thank you very much for everyone that's been watching these. I'll try and do something a little bit special for the final episode in this series. I may do a live stream, yeah, I don't know. I'm not 100% sure I'm going to tackle it. But till the next time, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Please give the video a like. If you've not subscribed yet and you've come to this channel off the back of these videos, please consider subscribing. You know what I mean? I've got loads of other content on this channel that might suit you and you might enjoy. So go back and have a look. But again, guys, thank you very much for watching. Take care. I'll see you all again soon. Bye-bye.